You arrive at the sports hall. You join the queue, regulation 2 metres apart. You get to the door and a man in a mask holds up a digital thermometer. You worry. You're overheated. You have slogged up a steep hill to get here. Your face is tomato red. Your temperature is normal. You're allowed in. You sign your name and you pull on your blue protective gloves, small, and your blue hairnet, one size. You hook your mask over your ears. Your breath heats up your upper lip, moistens your cheek. You breathe in stale breath. You don't like it. You feel ridiculous for not liking it. You think of doctors and nurses and supermarket workers. You think of lives threatened, lives saved. You still don't like it. You head for your station, a desk with a chair. You feel like you're at school. You are at school. On your desk is a stack of acetate, a box of foam, a pile of rubber headbands, a jar of poppers. Not those kind of poppers. Kylie starts singing on a cinema-sized screen. She is feeling lucky. A man comes over to your desk. Hi, he says. Call me Steve. Is he smiling? You can't tell. Perhaps the crinkles at the edge of his eyes are a smile, or are they crow's feet? You decide that he is smiling. You smile back. He can't tell. He shows you how to fit the pieces together, to strip the backing off the foam, to stick the foam precisely along the straight top edge of the acetate, how to push half of the popper with a spike. We call it the boy, he says, because of the spike. It's like a... He stops. He shows you how the popper spike is pushed through the acetate and the headband and then clips onto the other bit of popper. Then you test it. This new mask with its comfortable foam headrest that will shield a health worker's face, that will keep the doctor, the nurse, the carer safe, and will allow their patients to see through the mask to the person looking after them, to see their smile. You nod at Call Me Steve. You've got this. You will rock it. It's easy. You will make boxes and boxes of masks. Your mask tally will astonish the whole team. You'll be the best mask maker ever. You will make so many masks that you will personally save the NHS. You begin. It's harder than it looks. You can't get the backing off the foam strip. It's sticky back plastic. You saw this on Blue Peter every week as a child. Your mum never bought you any sticky back plastic. If you had been allowed it all those decades ago, you'd now be really good at taking the paper backing off the sticky bit on the foam. You blame your mother as you wrestle with the paper. At last, you find that if you squeeze the foam as tight as a zit, the paper pops off. You want to punch the air. You stick the foam on the mask. This is the comfortable headband that will rest on the caring doctor's forehead. Your foam strip will not run straight across her forehead. It will travel from her eyebrow to her hairline. It's undeniably wonky. You slide it into your cardboard rubbish bin and start again. This time, you get the back of the foam strip off in a fluid motion and stick it onto the acetate mask so that it's roughly aligned with the top. You take the male popper, ha-ha, hee-hee, and stick it through the acetate and clip on the headband. It's back to front. It's unusable. You start again. It takes you 20 minutes to produce a usable mask. You have a very large cardboard box for finished masks. You put your first mask in. It looks lost. You smile at it for a moment like the pride of a new mother. You turn back to your production line. You manage to make the next one more easily, and as you progress, you get faster and faster. Paper off foam strip, stick foam on acetate, poke boy popper, ha-ha, hee-hee, into acetate, through headband, click on popper, done. Paper off foam strip, stick foam on acetate, poke boy popper, ha-ha, hee-hee, into acetate, through headband, click on popper, done. The masks in your box are mounting. It's nearly full. You are so proud. You watch Britney Spears dancing on the screen. You've been stacking the masks wrong. You restack the masks. The box is now only a third full. Your muscles get used to the actions, your back doesn't. You try to stretch and arch your back without stopping making your masks. The other mask makers are staring at you. You realise it looks like you're doing a writhing, sitting down dance to Britney. You give a self-deprecating wiggle of the head. They continue to stare at you. You don't know if they're smiling. You sit up straight and stop arching your back. The cheery youth who are the floor managers of the production line skip by with mini Kit Kats and Twixes. You shake your head. You don't want to slow down. You don't want to stop making your masks. You are a model worker. You reach your hand automatically for the acetate. Your thumbs ache from pushing the poppers through the rubber headbands. You feel like Rosie the Riveter in a World War II factory making steel for Spitfires. You raise your hand for foam refills, for popper refills, for more acetate. Call Me Steve scurries to keep your stocks up. You feel allegiance to every factory worker on every production line ever. You worry you might be suffering from Stockholm syndrome or some other syndrome. You're starving. You want your lunch. You look at your watch. It's 10 o'clock. Your shift ends at 1. You stumble out into the sunshine. You pull off your hairnet, pull off your gloves, and at last unhook your mask. You put your face up to the sun. You take a deep breath and fill your lungs with delicious, fragrant air. You were in the sports hall for precisely 4 hours. You think of everyone on wards, in ICUs, in care homes, in prisons, in refugee camps. You feel so lucky.